Hey everyone, welcome back. Part 3. Just going to be very quick on the part 3 video. Just want to give you an update. It's on the stand now. Got it bolted up. I got some 4-inch bolts, 7/16 coarse thread, and I put about 4 washers on the back with a lock washer. And what I did was I mounted these 4 pieces first loosely on the block while it was still up on the crane, and then like finagling it, lowering it, and all that good stuff. I was able to slide this bracket and everything once it was connected on here on the engine stand, and then slowly assemble this and disassemble that. So it was kind of a pain, but man, it's so much better now to be able to work on this the way it is. You know, it's slanted back so you can tilt it and all that good stuff. I'm psyched. This is the first time I've had an engine on a stand, so it makes it a lot easier, man. Wow. I did notice something. So it's really crazy how you're so convinced water pump pulley kit from a 66, but now let's go to the intake manifold, and I have the Delta code. There you go. D1 is, the C would be 1960s, the D is 1970s, so that's a 71. And the AA code, that's essentially telling me that it's a 1971, at least for what I know now, intake manifold. And that matches the 1971 C4 trans. Got the converter off. Didn't do too much with the trans. I'm getting kind of tired out here, so I'm going to call it for the day. But I'm going to have to count the teeth because there's no part number on the flex plate. A lot of stuff in the pan. I mean, there's so much corrosion on here. I know I've told you before, but I mean, that's just, it's bonkers, man, how much stuff is on there. So, and the engine, like, you can come down here. I could take a spackle blade and scrape like an inch of that off. Harmonic balancer is just toasted. And so harmonic balancer, I don't know, they probably have different codes, but that sure looks like a C8ZE. I don't know. So I got to look that up, see what's going on with that. But you truly don't know until you get into the heads, and then you get into the, sorry, just trying to focus there for you. Until you get into the heads, until you get into the crank. So now, you know, questions arise again on part 3. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. See if this is a 66, probably 289, or if it's a 71 302. So it's really amazing, and you gotta find that out when you're bringing your stuff to a machine shop. You know, I'm assuming those guys are going to know, of course. Like, I would say 99% of the time they're going to know, because they're going to get into the heads, they're going to get into the crank for you. But you know, from looking at it from the outside, you don't want to be purchasing something for one engine and it be for another. So that's really not going to become a factor until I get plates for a crank, bushings and stuff, and then camshaft, and then heads, because you got to match everything. It's got to be matched. I don't know what the stroke is. Got to match up my push rods, and you know, this is really making me lean towards, let's just bring it to a machine shop. I'm gonna, of course, it's going to be stripped down. Headers are going to come off, water pump, harmonic balancer, fuel filter. I mean, you know, I still have a couple brackets. Intake manifold will come off, valve covers will come off, all the good stuff. Oil pan will come off. So they're going to get a bare bones motor, which they can take the heads off, and go from there. You know, I might even pull heads. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, that's it for part 3, guys. Thanks again for sticking around, and we will catch you on the next one.